This video is primarily designed to show how you can send um, emails to contacts using a Word document as a template. It uses Word's built-in mail merge feature, which is actually quite powerful. This way is handy if you say maintain a spreadsheet of contacts that's kept constantly up to date with various details and information in it. You could either use like the spreadsheet or an Access database instead if you use that. This saves having to keep a separate list of contacts up to date in Outlook. You may have probably guessed this is pretty much geared towards people who are using Microsoft's Office 365, or as it's known now, it's Microsoft 365 package. So primarily you need to have Outlook set up, obviously be able to use Excel or Access along with Word. I just created a straightforward Word document. I don't think the size it particularly matters. Because I'm in the UK, I use the default of A4. That seems to work well enough. Um, and for this tutorial at the moment, I'm going to use a spreadsheet. Now I've got a spreadsheet with surname, first name, email, address details, and a field called contact GDPR. This is particularly important if you are in the UK. Some people say I do not want to be contacted. A bit of a pain at times, but it is what it is. I like to format my spreadsheets as a table because it allows for easier sorting, um, filtering without the columns getting mixed or rows get data in the rows getting mixed up. So if I go back to our Word document, obviously, this is handy. Like I said, if you've got people who are in your contacts list in a spreadsheet and that. You can do it from within Outlook. But off the top of my head, I don't know if there's an easy way of keeping contacts up to date or not and choosing which ones to send to. You can use things like groups. The other thing's handy about this, it means that say you can send individual emails to each people. Ones that are personalized with their names and greetings. And as far as as far as I'm aware, I'm not so sure if it's as easy to do that in Outlook. I've not found a decent way. This is a way I've come across and I decided to use. Hopefully, you may find it handy yourself. So I've created a really basic template here that you can keep using, and this can be a lot more advanced if you want with images and look a lot nicer or whatever. I've already pre-populated some of the fields here to save time, stop boring you in this particular video. So first thing you want to do is go up to the menu, select the mailings ribbon. You go to select recipients. From here you go to an existing list. Then you browse to wherever you have your contacts. In this case, I'm going to use an Excel spreadsheet. So if I open that, within the spreadsheet or your workbook, you have a list of sheets. You select the sheet you want. There's only one in this one. And that loads it into or connects it to your document. From here, you put your cursor where you want to insert your merge field. But first what I will do is I will show you, no I won't actually, Sorry. I'll show you how to insert a merge field. In here you have two options. You can either bring a requester and list all of them, or if you select the bottom half where the arrow and text is, it just gives you a quick and easy list of the columns that are in your spreadsheet or database. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select first name because I want to keep this a little bit more informal, and it selects inserts the merge field. Now these are merge fields that I've already inserted because I didn't want to spend time going through that with you because it can be a little bit boring. Right, I'll quickly save that. Now what you can do now is if you click on preview results, it will show you your template with your contacts details in. I can't remember if I said already, but these are all fake contact details, just randomly generated off a random address generator on the internet, so none of these should exist. So what you could do from here is you can then go through each one if you wanted, make sure they're okay. So we've got 10 people listed. Go to the first, go to the last, or go through them one at a time. Now one of the things I've done in my spreadsheet, which we could see in a second, is that I've added a contact GDPR field. Now this one that the client won't see, but we could take advantage of that in our filter tool. So if we come up into the filter records, the field we want is contact GDPR. You want it to be equal to yes, which means that it can be viewed. So if we come down now, we will have one less, and it's only showing people who have selected yes to be contacted. If I quickly go to filter, if I wanted for some reason to show people or did want to contact them who also, well, can't really, can we? But if I wanted to show people who had selected not to be contacted, I can just type in no. I'm mainly doing that so you can see what it does. So I go to yes, type in yes. And the other thing I can do as well is I can sort by the different fields. In this case I'll go by surname ascending, so that means it will sort from A to Z, or Z if you're in America. We can also find duplicates, which there are none. And we've got a couple of tools that I haven't really needed to use before, like find a particular contact, but don't really need that for this. Now if I select OK, that should now just show the 9 contacts. That is pretty much it. You don't need to do anything much else within there if you just send out a basic contact email. So what we shall do from now, because we want to send, is go send email messages. And here we get a requester box come up in a to field. If you have a look at that, because Word is intelligent enough to automatically select the column with email, because we named it the column email. In here we shall put, this is where we put our subject line, and mail format is attachment plain text HTML. I suggest just leave that as HTML, especially if you've got things like images included, so leave that as it is. You can also choose whether to send just a current record or a certain range. The thing is, we've already filtered out which ones we want to send to in our edit recipient list up here. So all we need to do is click on OK. And as you can see, it's running through each one and sending an email for each record. If I go to Outlook, you can now see each email in our sent folder. And yeah, there you go. If I go back to our Word document, now one thing you can also do, if I come back here a moment, if I quickly show you this, if I close this, select save, and come back to the Mail Merge video, if I reopen that document again, you get a requester box come back up. It's asking you if you want to run the same SQL command. If you select yes, that means then you will have all your settings from last time in there. So you don't have to keep selecting that same, going through rigmarole, selecting the same contact, spreadsheet and sheet and everything. Also, you still got your contact fields in there, unless you change the format of your contact list, then you don't have to do anything else. The only thing you can do maybe is, if you have to, you can select or filter out and sort who you want to send emails to in here. So while I'm here, I will show you if you want to select from an Access database. Again, go select recipients, use an existing list, go to your contacts database file, select open, you get a requester box. You can either select the table, contact table directly, a query from that table. I think you can also select a report if you want. For the purpose of this particular tutorial, I shall use the query and bring that in. Now, because I've created this database with the same column names as my spreadsheet, in fact, all I've done is I import it directly into the Access. Everything remains the same. From here on out, everything you do will be the same. So preview results come through. I've got my 9 contacts, or 10 in this case. I think I need to go to reset the filter. Yeah, I need to do the filter again, because I changed the... So I think if you change the source, these settings will disappear, and you will have to do it. So contact GDPR. Type in yes, click OK, and I should now be down to 9 results. A person who did not want to be contacted is no longer in there, and I can go through and send again. And that's it. That's a simple way of sending individual mails to a list of contacts in your spreadsheet, basically. I mean, the only disadvantage of doing it this way is that, as far as I know, I haven't looked into it greatly. This is one way I found of doing it, but you can't insert the signature from your from Outlook, your default signature. It won't add it, although you can copy and paste it and stick it in the bottom here. This could be your signature, and just stick it in. Also, I don't, off the top of my head, know of a way of selecting flags like important or requesting read receipts and stuff like that. But hopefully you will find this handy. Maybe if you've got to send emails to certain staff or certain clients and stuff like that as well. Yeah, so hopefully you like it. Please like and subscribe. Any comments or questions, put in the comments below. Thanks and bye.